Alright. So, last time, I was able to get through all of Fun and basically 2/3 of Tricky. And so, the next step is going to be Tricky 21. So, passwords, W, N, C, W, N, V, V, L. There we go. Alright. All the 6s. I previewed this at the end of last time. Okay, so now it's just a matter of how am I going about this? So without seeing my resources, my first instinct is to kind of build here, bash, build, bash through here, and just do it that way. And I do have the resources to do this. So this way, come on, there we go. So yeah, this method does appear to work rather well. Except, you know what? This is fine, actually. This way I can do this in peace without having to break the bridge and remake it later. And I worry that this might be a hair too low. Maybe not. Nah, I think it's fine. Yeah, that should be high enough. Yeah. Alright. Since I needed, what, 66%, which can't get exact in this with when you have a max of 20. Blowing up 1 is not gonna make a difference. Alright. Starting things off on the right foot. But once we get to the end of tricky going into taxing, that's when things are... That's when I'm really starting to get worried. Turn young lemmings. 20, 50%, 88 release rate. Oh, okay, this one. If memory serves, there's no blockers on this. Yes. Let's see if this... Dang it. Okay. I'm curious as to why you have the one random floater. Like, what the heck would I need that for? So, my first instinct is to try to time the bombers in such a way that it creates a big enough hole to make them turn around. Okay. This is gonna be, Okay, so that was a little too quick. And that could have worked, except the timing was just such that the second bomber didn't fall. Yeah, it's still... I think I'm still on the right track. I just have to get the timing right on the bombers. And that was a little too late, I think. Yeah. See, that was just not. It doesn't help that switching between roles takes a non-zero amount of time. See, it's still not. The lemming is second lemming is not falling when it should be. Dang it. So it feels like there's something that I'm not doing right here, and I'm not sure what. And the thing is, even back when I was using the Game Genie, it wouldn't have helped me here. Because there was a code for giving me infinite of any given ability, but it doesn't help when I start with 0. Aha! I got it! Thankfully, I was able to build it in such a way that it didn't make them climb back up this way. Okay. I'm pretty sure the goal was 50%, so we are good. Whew. Nice. The boundary line. 20 lemmings, 60%. Uh-huh. Right. Okay. So I can't just use all the climbers and floaters and be done with it. Okay, so I see the plan. So I lost one, but that's fine. Because that'll still... As long as I save at least 12, I'm good. On to 24, Tightrope City. 20 Lemmings, 50%, 85 release rate, 2 minutes. Oh boy. Okay, so it's not as long as I thought it was. All right, so okay, the 2-minute time limit wasn't as strict as I might have thought. That, and also the bomber was 1 pixel away from blowing out, making a hole. Okay. 25. Sega 3. 20 Lemmings, 50-50. All right. Oh, this is a process. Okay. This is very much a process. And I'm still worried that this is a trap or something. And I only get 10 builders too? Oh boy. Excuse me, game. Thank you. The fact that I'm being given 20 of everything is good. That means fewer builders that I have to commit just for the sake of making blockers. Or less building that I have to do when I can just make everybody climb. But I do have to be careful. I'm gonna have to set up I can't do the whole process in one go because I'm with making everybody climb, I'm gonna have to set up a blocker at the end. Unless I can finagle make the bridge here. As long as I don't hit the ceiling, that should be okay. And assuming this isn't a trap too, because I'm just expecting water to come down from this. Even though we haven't seen it yet. Alright, so, is the clearance enough? No, it's not. Crap. Okay, and I assume that these are steel blocks and can't be broken. Yes. Okay, so if that's not an option, then I have no choice but to do this. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Because and the thing is, I just straight up out of builders too, because I only have one more builder. I used up 2 here. Huh. And I can't tunnel through that. So, in theory, I only have 3 builders to finagle this. And I'm not sure how to do that. Huh. Okay. Yeah, because I need at least one builder to get past that, so that only leaves 2 builders for this part. And it feels like that would require more than 2. Unless I can somehow tunnel under this, but that, A, the steel block's in the way. And 2, even if that was feasible, that feels like a pixel-perfect setup there. Both in the bash, dig, and then bash. And yeah, I'm not sure how that would work. Huh. And I don't see a way to use fewer builders for this, because you pretty much have to use 5 builders just to get to this point. Well, if I make everyone climbers, okay, I don't have to use the one here. So that's still 4 that I have to use. Huh. Okay. The fact that you're only giving me 10 builders for this is probably the part that makes me wonder. Come on. There we go. Do I need to be pixel perfect for this? Heck no, but I'm doing it anyway. So I could dig like right here and then bash across there. That would save me another 2. Assuming I can get the timing right. Alright, I'm gonna try doing this because it feels like... I'm not sure how else to go about this. Which means I'm free to use the builders here. Excuse you? What the heck? Why do the bashers have to behave like this? Okay. So I had set the point too late. I'm not even bothering with trying to be pixel perfect there. I'm tempted to maybe make save states just to make this, just so I'm not spending so much time just getting up to the point where I'm trying to figure something out. Mostly for, you know, stages that are as big as this one. I'm just going to go ahead and use a builder here, just so I don't have to worry about the stupid basher shenanigans. Alright, now then, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start using save states just to save time. Because if it takes me that long to just to get to the point where I'm trying to figure this thing out, might as well make the process a little bit more efficient. And of course, I screwed up that way, because I forgot to switch over to the basher. There we go. I noticed when he was digging, it looked like he was actually digging into that part. Which, if that's true, then this will actually work better than it's more feasible than I thought it would be. Okay, so that's as far as you can dig. So now it's just a matter of, is that low enough to bash? No, it's not. Dang it. Okay. So that does not work. So it looks like I'm gonna have maybe 3 builders to figure this out. And I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. Huh. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Because this is too low. Unless I can dig this a little bit. And then build, and maybe that will be enough. Either which way, I think here is where I need to make the save state, because that's probably... And I just forgot to do that last time. Come on. Be in the right spot. Thank you. I'm gonna place one here, because I'm gonna just go ahead and build a ramp there to make it everyone following behind take less time. Alright, so I'm now going to place save state number 2, and actually test this to see... Alright, will that be... Feels like that still won't be enough. No, it's not. Huh. Oh, and it just outright stops. Okay, so... Dang it. Ooh, that might be low enough to do it. Okay. I think we might be in business. Okay. Almost messed that up. Yeah! Okay, we're good. We're good. Well... Hold on. So if I can mine at just the right time... that might do the job. Okay, well, that worked. That worked, but I didn't put the basher in place in time. Never mind, it didn't work. It did not. Okay. Back to the drawing board. So how deep can this go before... Really? Okay, that... I was not expecting that. But I assume... Oops. Alright, so... Darn. Ooh, boy, that's about as low as you can get right there. Man. Okay. And I messed this up. Yeah, I messed it up. And that's assuming that this plan of mine actually is... I don't even know what the intended method for this is. Go ahead and blow you up now. Just so I don't have to do it later. That feels a little bit higher than that last attempt I had. But thing is, that still feels a hair too just the starting point just feels just a tad too low. Ooh, wait, hold on. Crap. Okay. So would this be enough? Okay. Okay. I got one out. Now let's see if that bridge reaches far enough for everybody else to get out. That is the big question, because that is pretty much... I think it is. I think it's just... Yeah, I think that's just enough. Oh boy. I'm still not sure that's the way it should be done, but if it works, then I'm not going to argue. Come on, stay. Okay, good. We're good. We're good. Whew. That was a thing to figure out. Just because if I had more builders, I would have done something over here, but I just didn't have the resources to do that. Cunning plan, 20 lemmings, 100%. Release rate 50. Oh. Okay. Okay. I only need to make the one. Alright, well that was... compared to the last stage, that was rather simple. The Wicker People. 20 lemmings, 90%. Release rate 60. This, I worry that this is too far, this is too long a fall. So my guess is I need to bash up here And then maybe bash back this way on the way to let everyone else through. Maybe. Uh-huh. Let me guess. Nope. Okay. Cool. Though I don't think that was a good spot for that. And the Basher is doing stupid Basher things again. Excuse me? Are you sure about that? Make a third one, get you building sooner rather than later. I'm gonna have to switch you over to a miner eventually. And right around here, maybe. I think I started too late. Okay. I was able to interrupt you. Alright, good. Oh, okay. I had forgotten what my percentage was that I needed. Turned out it was exactly enough. Lost something. 20 lemmings, 90%. Release rate 70. Aha. Lost something as in lost the exit. Because I think the exit is either in here or in here. Now it's just a matter of figuring out which one. Given the more effort, I'm going to suspect it's in this one just because it requires more effort. But I probably will try this one first, because, you know, if it ends up being the simpler solution, then why not? And I can just make this basher into a blocker before it goes off the edge. Yeah, I figured. Alright. Now, where is the good spot to build from? Probably from here, maybe? This spot probably might have worked better, but... yeah. Better to start higher and be able to dig low, to dig downwards. Oh, okay. There it is. Oh boy, yeah, you were a tough one to find. You do not want to be seen. And honestly, I probably could have just turned you into a builder and not even have to make you a blocker, but that's fine. Rainbow Island, 20 lemmings, 95%, 70%, release rate 70. Oh, okay. So we got ourselves a triple. And I have to save all but one. Huh. Which means pretty much I can only put one blocker right here, and that's about all I can do. Well, that messed it up already. Huh. Okay. So the hard part is... okay, I think I have a plan. Instead of putting my blocker here, I think I'm gonna put a blocker like here. Like here or something. That's probably the better spot for it. Although now I'm gonna have the concern that yeah. Okay, so how am I going about this then? There we go. Alright, now have you dig there. Just so there's no risk of a long fall just killing them all. Okay. I think we're good now. Okay, yeah. Okay, and we're good. Alright, that takes care of that. So this was stage 29, I believe, so the next stage will be the last one in Tricky. Alright. Good. The Crankshaft. 20 Lemmings, 90%. Release rate 20. 4 minutes. Aha, yeah. Only 4 minutes, huh? Okay. What resources do I get? 10 of everything. Okay, that's... And no bashers either, I noticed this now. The fact that I can't make the Lemmings turn around is a concern here. I have to double check what the percentage was on this. Because my theory of... Actually... Just make a second Though I do fear that this is still gonna take too long. So is this a good spot for to mine? Just try to check for a good spot to start from to make sure A, it's low enough for the rest to climb out of, and not so low that it keeps digging into here. But I think that will work. Yeah, that's perfect. But the time frame still worries me. Yeah, because you don't have a whole lot of time to work with on this. So now my thought is I'm going to send 3 builders over, 3 climbers over. And have basically the first one be the one that digs the last one out. And then the second one be the blocker, and the third one be the one that mines the way back. Because I think the fact that I don't have this last one mined out might be the difference between success and failure right now. And yep, that one got fell off the stage, which I feared it would. But as long as the rescue percent is not 95, because I don't remember what it was now, then we'll be good. But yeah, this is going to be tight. Yeah, I don't think this is going to... I don't think there's not enough time. Yeah, and I do need 90%, so my strategy will work. My strategy will work. 1, 2. Oh. Oops. I didn't think about that part because I wasn't actually using climbers before. Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah. Okay, so this one will mine this one. And then the third one will mine the last one, and this one will become the blocker for the other one to mine back. That should save enough time to get this done. Oh, geez. Didn't think they were going to be that close together. But the fact that one of them was a floater and the other one was not made the difference. Okay. 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 This is good. Come on. That works. Yep, there you are. I was starting to wonder. And you just move out here so that... Excuse me? The heck was this? I am confused now. But we should still be good. Because it'll just take one quick little mine to clear this out if it needs clearing out. Thing is, I knew there was a second version of this stage coming that would require efficient use of resources, including the time. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and... Yeah. I don't know what the... I wish I was watching the miner come through here to see what the heck was going on here. Oh well. Done and done. That is the end of Tricky. Now on to taxing. If you don't succeed. 20 lemmings, 90%. Originally saved 44 minutes. Oh, it was this one. For some reason, I thought this was the second level of taxing. Oh, right. Okay. Okay, what are my resources? Not a lot. So the solution that I remember seeing was to basically send a climber over this and build a head, while I do a dig and a bash all the way through here. I seem to remember that being the thing, the way to go. So now it's just a matter of how well does this actually work, especially given how weird the bashers are behaving here. Yeah, and it turns out they're kinda not. They are kinda not. Yeah. And also, just to make sure, there should be enough builders to accomplish this. Okay. I'm just checking to make sure this will work the way it's supposed to. If I had a third basher, it wouldn't be as big a deal. Okay. We're good. We're good on that. So now, the important part is to figure out how to get this mess to work. Because I assume that if I dig too far, it'll just die. So let's test this. Yeah. That's what worries me. So this is going to require some stupid level of timing. Alright, so just so I don't have to keep setting up the one climber again. Save. And that's the concern. Because yeah, that is literally 1 pixel, and it's still too high. Because the basher just decides, nope, I'm done. Because yeah, literally any farther down, and you're screwed. Huh. Okay. Okay. We got something. Now it's just a matter of, will it stay? Will it keep going? No. No, it won't. So the moment they see daylight, they stop. So how in the heck? Huh. I don't think this was tested very well. Well, I mean, if it comes down to it, I have passwords written down from way back when. I can grab that and just move on to the next stage if it's really this much of an issue. If there was some other way I could get past at least one of these, then I could just bash through one. And then use the alternate method to get past the third. Alright, let's see here. Though the other concern is I also don't necessarily want them to go through this too quickly. So, how does this work, behave? The building part will sort itself out. I want to try to figure out this part first. Okay. Ah. What was the percentage I needed for this again? Was it 90? Because if so, then... it is 90, so... I have 2 bombers, and I can use them. Now it's just a matter of how would this work? Because as mentioned, I only need to do this setup once. Which means I probably should have been testing this on the first pillar, shouldn't I? Well, that works in theory. I want to more thoroughly test this, though. Alright, so... will they... No. But one quick builder would get them out. Okay. I think the plan is in shape. And this plan also has the benefit of kind of corralling them too after I do like the second miner. Okay. Now to start doing this for real. Of course, as soon as the cursor gets anywhere close to the bottom, it just latches onto it. And this is where the save stating is coming in handy, which I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. There we go. Because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to need all of my builders for this. Yeah. So, save state 2, just in case I mess something up still. I'm not sure if I'm right on the pixel. No, I wasn't. That should be fine. I'm starting to think maybe I should make the window larger just for my own benefit. Is that enough? Yes. Okay. Now to get this last part. Is that enough by itself? Yes, it is! Okay, we're good. We are good. All right. I figured it out. If one way doesn't work, find another. Whew. Right. Watch out, traps. 20 lemmings, 80%, release rate 70. Okay. 2 drop points. And the goal is all the way over here. Okay. Okay. Now the question is, okay, they're going that way, of course they are. I seem to recall. Is that safe? No, it's not. So they're both going left. For some reason, I was not expecting that. Okay, that spot is safe. Alright, I can send one climber out to build. Uh-huh. Okay, so that plan does work. Alright, now, release them all. Okay, I think I only lost 3, I think. Which is gonna turn into 4 once that blocker is blown up. And I don't remember what the percentage goal was, because I keep forgetting about that. But at least I have a plan in place. So as long as the percentage to rescue is at least 75, we're good. Did I do good enough, or am I gonna have to work harder to keep everyone from going splat? Honestly, I have these dice on hand. I should probably be using that to make note of what my percentage needs to be. It would make sense. Oh. Of course, Basher doing stupid Basher things. Basher doing stupid Basher things. What the heck is wrong with you? There we go. I was wondering why it was taking them so long to come over here. They were... So was 75 enough? No, just short. Okay. Of course, it doesn't help that these dice I'm using aren't the most visible to me. Not for this. Not for the purposes of this. I keep forgetting that this one drops first. There we go. That is all of them saved. Just had to do things, just had to go about things in a different way, and everything is fine. It helps that you can mess with the release rate. You can't lower it, but you can raise it as high as you need to. Oh, of course. I think that's just low enough for them to get over. Yeah, okay. We're good. We are good. Honestly, this one wasn't that bad. It feels weird. Some stages just are harder than others, and it doesn't really seem to scale by what... It doesn't... The difficulty doesn't seem to just go up evenly. It kind of goes up and down, but I guess it's all on how you perceive things. Some things are just easier to figure out for people than others. Oh, there you are. Okay. I was wondering where those last two were. Alright. Heaven Can Wait. 20 Lemmings, 100% release rate 2 minutes. The 2 minutes is the concern with the release rate of 1, because it might take more than 2 minutes just to release them all. Oh, so it's this again. But do I have enough builders to do this? Yes, but I don't have any blockers, and it's 100% regardless. Okay. Although now the concern becomes when I inevitably build out of there, what direction will they end up going into? Go ahead and release the horde. So I'm noticing that, there we go. Until I get it to about like 65 or 70, it feels like the release rate doesn't do a darn thing. Although... I have to get this going a lot sooner. I have to get this going like when it's around here. Okay. So I don't think digging that deeply is what I need to be doing here. Okay. So, if anything, I should be seeing if I can time how long it takes for them to get from here to here. Because I fear I'm already wasted too much time. Of course, part of the problem is... Okay, because they're on the move. Did I let them out too soon? No. I think we're good. I can at least make this one a minor or something and get him out. Okay. Woo! Okay. Okay, that was a bit of a thing. Alright, lend a helping hand. 20 lemmings, 80%. Release rate 57 minutes. Ooh. Okay, I think I know how to get them out of here. And I have 20. Okay, so the current plan, I'm gonna like mine and then bash through here. And while I'm doing that, and I'm just gotta just do a whole bunch of building nonsense. What direction are you starting in? I was hoping that you were gonna start going left like the other one is. And for safety's sake, I'm just gonna do that, just so that nobody falls and goes splat. Or at the very least, makes it so I can make it easier to coordinate. Because, yeah, this seems rather straightforward. Or at least to me it does. And you got... I mean, no climbers and no floaters, but you wouldn't really... Climbers wouldn't really help here. So here would be a good spot to make the last one. I think I have to do one more builder here. Oh yeah, the time is a non-issue for sure. Was that enough? Yep. When you know that in moments like this, the builder's not going to turn around and just go keep straight forward, sometimes that can be a benefit when you know when you can work around that. Alright. The prison. 20 lemmings, 75. Five minutes. Oh. Oh, boy. Okay. Yeah. I remember this one. The lemmings will fall into the one tile, the one pixel gaps here, which is going to make things eh. Okay. The fact that I only have three... Oh, okay, 3 diggers, never mind. The current thought is to like kind of dig down and build over to here without hitting the steel blocks, and then try my luck in bashing through this. Because I know bashing up here won't help because they'll just fall down to here anyway. Well, I mean, different psychics may have different solutions too. Okay, good. So now, you basically have a 50-50 shot. And I failed. Oh, it's because I had it set for Basher, that's why. Okay. Oh, come on, really. And this is what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that it's going to be one basher for one bar. And that is not good enough here. No climbers either, so going the top way wouldn't help. But the flamethrowers would put the kibosh on that anyway. Oh, okay. Huh. Huh. I do have 75%. So I can make use of all of my bombers. I'm wondering how far the explosions would reach on this. But oh boy, this is... Okay. How am I doing this? That is a good question. So, how far does the explosion reach? Honestly, probably not. Well, not enough to make me feel good about this. I have an idea, but I don't like it. The thing is, the timing that this would require, it would be nuts. Yeah, because frankly, this would not be enough. Oh. Oh. Okay. So if you time the basher a certain way, then they will go through multiples. That is good to know. Alright, let's see how various timing. Yep, 1 pixel makes all the difference. Wow, okay. That works. And I still have plenty of builders to kind of tinker around with this part. Aha! Thankfully, it doesn't matter which exit I use. Alright, so now for another 50-50. And frankly, I have enough bashers that I don't have to worry about this, but... there we go. The fact that I can just do it, like, align things pixel perfect, and just have an auto-assign as soon as it enters the crosshairs. That is actually a very nice feature for this. So that way you can just ensure that you're doing it the same way every time. And can prepare accordingly. Alright. Moving on. Compression method. 2011, 60%. Release rate 99. Oh boy. Three minutes, too. Oh, okay, it's this one. Except... excuse me? Okay. So... I mean, thankfully there's only one trap, but still... I have an idea, though. Let's see if I do this. Will that get them underneath the trap? Yes. And now the question becomes, yeah, there are not any other traps. Alright, now... did I do this right? Because I only have one digger to work with on this. As long as this goes all the way across, we're fine. But... yeah. Yeah, this is what sucks about this. Actually, I think there's a better way to do this. So, was that low enough? No. Though... I was gonna say that would still... okay. But if I'm low enough, I can bash going back the other way, and it should still be fine. Should. So that's like just the exact right pixel for this, I think. Yes, okay, we're good. We are good. It's going to be a bit of a slow method, but as long as at least 12, we're only looking for 60%. And with that, that should be enough with just those three. With those three groups. Definitely feels like that's probably the more efficient way of going about it. And I'm definitely glad that there's only one trap. I don't know if that was by design or just by hardware limitations or what, but... you take your blessings where you can get them. Alright, 65, we are in the money. Honestly, by and large, this is maybe going a little bit better than I thought it would. Right. Every lemming! Except you only need 95. Every lemming except for one. 20 lemmings, release rate 55, 3 minutes. Okay, well... one blocker, 5 bombers, 1 basher. Okay, well... only 1 climber, though. I noticed that. So that begs the question of how the heck am I supposed to bash through this then? If I can only send 1 over. Unless I can just climb through this and use my one basher to make a hole in the bridge. How many builders am I using up for this? That's the other main question. Is this enough? No. But I could move the thing a couple pixels over, and that might make the difference. And the one climber I can just send ahead to build ahead of time. But I just want to make sure. Will that work? Not quite, not quite. And I guess I also want to make sure of how many builders I need for this part. So is one enough for this? It should. Just enough, okay. Yeah, I thought so. I don't think this will reach far enough, but let's give it a shot. No. Okay. I think I still messed that up, though. Ah. Aha! Okay, so that does work. That one pixel makes the difference. So as long as I don't do it like right at the edge, if I do it like before it reaches the actual top, then... Is this the right spot? Yes. Plus, I do have one more builder that I can make this just a little bit taller, but I think I did it right. Yeah! You ask for every lemming, you're getting every lemming. Good. That one basher is a red herring. Alright. The Art Gallery. 20 lemmings, 100%. Release rate 24 minutes. Okay. 100% on this. No blockers, naturally. Okay. This actually looks kind of simple. So I'll let the first one go, have the second one bash into here a bit to keep them all penned in. And then bash, 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 and we're good. Although, now things are getting a little bit more complicated. Okay, so it's not as clear-cut as I thought it would be. Okay. The fact that this has to be 100% is something. Okay. If that's enough to keep them in place. Yes, we are. Okay, we are good. And we have plenty of time. Dang it. Darn it. Just trying to be pixel perfect, and I'm good enough. And I know, well, oh no, that should be fine. If anything, this stage feels easier than the previous version of this, because you only had like 2 bashers or something, and you had to do fancy, stupid things with it to get through. Go, and there we go. All right. And then one last one, and we're good. Perseverance. 20 lemmings, 100%. Release rate 50. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, that worked perfectly. Except, what direction are those going in? Ah, man. If I had increased the release rate just a little bit sooner. But that works. But the fact that I need to be able to interrupt that digger. And that climber and floater are pretty much just there for laughs. Nope. Wrong way. Being able to target individual lemmings in this situation is kind of tricky. Now... Nope. Yep, there we go. Basher is in, and oh boy. Come on. Man! Just gotta be lucky and be able to bash in the right direction. And that's not the right direction. That is still not the right direction, man. And it did something, but it didn't do the right thing. There we go. There we go. Alright, lemmings get busy. 5 lemmings, 100%. Okay, so it's this one again, but... So those two are pointless. Okay. Idea. Uh-oh. Yep, I screwed up. I started the mining too early. Alright. Oh, this wasn't very complicated. Another question is, did I start that too late? No, I did not. But yeah, that is too big of a fall. Glad I noticed that. Yeah, some of these stages just aren't very hard at all. Maybe it's just a version difference? Or maybe it's just different, just having the right mindset for it. killer scenario. 20 lemmings, 100%. 4 minutes. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Oh, dear. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Okay. Okay, I think I have an idea. So this plan should work. I just want to break one of these so that everyone doesn't follow behind. Okay. Yeah. Oh, crap. That one got away. Okay. So now that they're locked in place, I'm free to take care of this. Maybe not quite at my leisure, but thankfully I have plenty of diggers, miners, and bashers and whatnot to take care of this. And the time frame doesn't look too bad either. The biggest issue is getting these guys out. Alright, so that is in place. Now I just have to worry about these guys. Did I get it right the first shot? Not quite. And yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. I think. There we go. Okay. We're good. We're good. Okay. One may question the legitimacy of using save states for stuff like this, but when you're basically having it, when everything is kind of determined by RNG, if nothing else, you just want to be able to make more attempts without having to do all the previous setup that you can just do the exact same way every time. It's just more efficient this way, really. Alright, living on the edge. 10 lemmings, 80%. Release rate of 1 and 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. Seems rather straightforward. What am I being given? Okay. The biggest issue is making sure I position the blocker so that it doesn't blow up the bridge. Or make it so the blocker doesn't actually do its job properly. Otherwise, this seems rather simple. There we go. Although I did have some leeway on this. I only have to save 80%, so I'm still good. Because with those two, blowing up those two would bring it to 85. I mean, it's just simple staircase. I remember in this stage format, the home base has like flames coming out its nose or something like that. But I understand why it's not the case here. Oh. I forgot that this was only 10. I did screw it up. I've been so used to it being 20 that I totally forgot that this was only 10. Oops. Okay. Dang it. Ooh, the timing there is rather tight to get that last blocker made. Although... helps if I actually, you know, set up the builder ahead of time. So it does... how much of a difference does this make? See, the release rate between 1 and 30, there's literally no difference. Good. Just enough space. And off to the races. Alright, so I should have time for one more stage before I end things off. Now I just hope that the stage isn't one of those nasty ones. Upside Down World, 20 Lemmings, 90%. So, release rate of 40 for all the difference that makes. Uh-huh. %, so I only get 2 blockers, huh? Well, okay, so I could just set up 1 blocker here and bash my way back out. That's fine. That's fine. Oh. I only get 1? And I only get 1 builder, too. Okay. Huh. Okay. 3 bashers. Okay. Okay. How do I go about this? I'm tempted to bash through this. Oh, man. So I can bash through that, bash through that. And maybe mine through this one? So I can just, like, mine here? Just enough to make him turn around, even as a climber. Okay. I have a plan. Now it's just a matter of whether bashing actually decides to cooperate. You know what? I need to get a better time frame started on this. Now that I know that they start on the left, I can just set up a blocker, like, right immediately. Like, right here. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's not going to work. Let's see. Nope, that is not a good enough spot. Starting to suffer from one more level syndrome now. There we go. Okay. I found the right pixel. Okay, okay. So if that's the hard part, then we're fine. And it's just as well that I didn't try to build that because... Oh, no. Oh, dear. Of course it's going to be doing stupid things like this, huh? Man. Oh, boy. But thanks I have enough miners, I could just make mine into this part a little bit, just so that the others can get through. That's fine. So now I have to see how well I can do this. Make the dang basher behave! There we go. It really shouldn't be that hard. There we go. That's not what I meant to do. I think that's good enough. Yes. Yeah, I think that's fine. Dig through that. That's fine. Mine a little bit here. And now to get the position right on this. Alright, so have the crosshairs right on the arrow. Let's see if that works. Or if I have to push it back. This is gonna be close, but I think this is a no. Yeah, that's a no. Okay. Alright, just push it back to here. And now I fear that this is pushing it too back because it's both farther back and lower. So now I fear this is going to keep digging and digging and digging into the abyss. So... Yep, he's just gonna keep on going. Alright, so this should be the sweet spot then. Now the question becomes... how far back will they inevitably go? Okay, they'll only backtrack back to here, because I imagine when I make the builder, some of them are gonna get turned around. But with the time frame, this should be fine. Yes, okay, good. We're good. Okay, so now the question was, is this good? Did I do this properly? No. And I had already save stated over this, so... Yeah, I save stated over it. Yeah. Dang it, now I gotta do the whole thing all over again. But at least I know what I need to do. Now it's just a matter of actually doing it. Alright, so... I think this was the sweet spot for the bashing. Yeah, okay. So we're good there. Wait until there's an overhang. Okay. Okay, good. That should be fine. And that will definitely be fine. Okay. So that was more or less the right spot. Keeping things over here just so that, just to reduce lag. Alright, so now, moment of truth. On that one. I think this one should be good. That one little couple pixels. Okay, we're good. We are good. Now just make the builder here. And we are home free. It's just a shame that, you know, some people got turned around, but they'll work their way back around and we have plenty of time. So we more or less finished off about half a taxing, which is not bad, really. Yep, did the last 10 levels of Tricky, and was around 15-ish levels of taxing? 10 to 15? I know we're above 10. Though, yeah, I definitely kind of one more leveled myself on this, but that's fine. It's one less level we have to do later. Nice. Okay, so I'll go ahead and note the password down, and I guess join me next time when we resume with Taxing 14. So until then, this is MeleeWizard, and have a nice night.